Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics, and I know, life be life, y'all. I hope y'all can understand. That's the lapse in me making videos and putting out stuff. But I do have a video coming up that I want y'all to check out, and it is a little bit explanatory why sometimes I go blank for a while. But it's all about the cost of comics. I know there's a channel, so I'm not trying to bite his style, but it's all about the economics in comics. And, us as collectors, we have to make it make sense. Some people turn to actually reselling some of their collection. Some people do different things within the comic industry to make the hobby pay for itself. I heard Jim Mint say that a long time ago when I first started watching his channel back in the day. And that's one of the things that has never made more sense to me, that you have to make the hobby pay for itself, especially when you get into deep collecting like we do. I haven't been doing that. I've just been collecting and spending out of my pocket. I have a few people that, that enjoy the channel, that want to support me. So they, every now and then they'll shoot me 20, 25 bucks, something like that, for me to make sure that I do have stuff to pick up. So anyway, that's going to be all for another video. I'm going to talk about that. But today's video is a haul video. I'm going to catch you guys up on some of the stuff that I've picked up over the past couple weeks. And I got a package in the mail. And that package in the mail is what gave me the motivation to actually make this video and talk to you guys, because I mentioned it before. I think who was it? I think I was talking online watching the Comic Hall crew. And shout out to the Comic Hall crew. If you haven't been checking them out, you guys need to check them out. They had a show for during Black History Month where they were going over some historical values with comics, and they had my man Rico on there. And Rico is like the guru of this stuff, man. He is the ultimate historian of comics, in my opinion, of collectibles, especially when it pertains to black people and blurs in our culture. So shout out to them guys. And, without further ado, I'm going to ramble here and there so y'all know how I do. But you know what it is. Let's get it. All right, so over the past couple of weeks, I've been picking up little by little. And last year, I looked at my spending habits and my budget, and I was actually spending about $50 per week on new comics. I've cut that down, cut my pull list down a lot, and I'm trying to stick to around $20, $25 per week. But I'm gonna show you. I think this is stuff that I got the previous week. If you see something that's out of order, just lets you know that I'm still trying to read and digest everything. But I'm gonna show you guys real quick fast what I picked up. I've been picking up this epitaphs from the Abyss. I've been picking these up. And at first I wasn't even reading them. I was just picking them up for the covers. I love these horror covers. I tried to get some of the older horror covers, and these newer ones are really dope. They come out in different variations. This is number 8. I don't know what that was. This is number 8. And I haven't read this one yet. That's why it's in this stack, but it is a really dope cover. I like that. I hate snakes, but that's kind of cool to me. I don't know. I don't know what my affinity is with the horror comic thing, because I'm really not a horror person. I don't really like watching horror stuff unless, it's like zombies and, the traditional stuff, not the demonic stuff. I don't really deal with all that jack. But yeah, so blame it on Rodney Barnes. Yeah, that's what you do. Blame it on Rodney, because I wasn't into it before I started reading some of his books. All right, so moving on, I also picked up this new Ultimate Black Panther 13. This was a really dope issue. They're moving along with the storyline, and these covers are hella dope. As you guys know, I collect everything Black Panther. That's how I started back collecting about 10 years ago. And I have a couple other books that are still waiting for me at Emerald City in my pull list. And I believe I got something waiting for me at Plant City Comics Cafe. I consider that my home comic LCS, even though it's about an hour away. We'll talk about that. All right, so I also picked up Jonathan Hickman's Avengers, Aliens vs. Avengers. This is a really good series. I think they're coming up on the last one. This is issue 3, and I think it's only a 4-issue series. And I'm anxious to see exactly what happens. On the cover, you see, I think this is supposed to be face mask costume Spider-Man. Anyway, he one of the aliens planted on his face, and the costume kind of, I guess, kind of ate the alien or did something and came out with this new costume. So as you see on his chest right there, it's actually an alien instead of a spider. So it's really dope. This book is really good. I love the way that this series opened up when they showed T'Challa and his son Azari. That was really dope. And the great thing is, in this issue, I don't want to give away spoilers, but we'll just say that the next issue, issue 4, is going to bring something back from issue 1, some people back. So yeah, check that out. All right, so this one is number 4 of 404 from Milestone Universe. This is Shadow Cabinet. This was actually a really dope read. I enjoyed reading this story. I did not realize that it was only 4 issues until I actually read this, and I got halfway through and I was like, oh, they wrapping this up. So no diddy, but I was like, yo, I thought it was going to be more. So hopefully we're going to get some more stuff from Milestone. It's absolutely something I love. I love anything that that Dwayne McDuffie did, from he spearheaded, and the other guys as well. So I don't want to go into all the names, Dennis Cow and all of Joe Illich, all those people that created Milestone. You guys know them if if you don't, you should. All right, so this is another cover from that Ultimate Black Panther 13. Like I said, I collect multiple covers. I collect every cover of Black Panther that I can get my hands on. So that's why I have multiple covers. This is Doom Academy, and I was kind of skeptical about picking this up, but then I saw Zoe on the cover, Zoe Laval. Is it Laval? I don't know. I'm not Creole, so I don't know. But anyway, she's one of my favorite characters from Strange Academy. I absolutely love her whole aura. I love how she's a beautiful chick, but then she turns into a zombie. But this is basically, this story for this particular series is wrapped around her. She's the center of attention so far in this first issue. So I'm definitely going to keep picking this up. Definitely going to keep reading this and checking out what happens to Zoe. All right, so my last pick, this is strictly a cover by. I don't really read X Factor, but as you see, Frenzy is on the cover. If you didn't know who that was, that's Frenzy. And I don't know a whole lot about her. I know that hold on. This made me go and buy this. And this is her first appearance. So like I said, I don't really know a whole lot. I just know what I read. So she started off as a mercenary. She was trying to capture this dude right here, and then these X-Men came to try to stop her. She got into the little mix with them. She ended up losing her prize, and she ended up going off. And I think she ended up coming back in a later episode. She was accepted on the island of Krakoa when they went over there. And then I think right now she's a member of Sword. I think she does something with Sword. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about her. Don't know a whole lot about her powers, but it took, as you see on the cover, it took all of them to take her on. She ended up, losing that first fight, but it wasn't like they captured her or anything like that. She was just like, okay, this is too much for me. Let me bug out. But so I like the character. I like the way she looks. So I picked up the cover based on that. And then I went and got the first issue. And it's crazy because This is the first appearance of Frenzy, and I picked this up for $5. And she seems like a pretty powerful character when it comes to the X-Men. I'm not extremely knowledgeable about the X-Men or anything like that, especially when it goes past like Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, Gambit, who else? Rogue, and Nightcrawler. I think Colossus. Those just the core ones I know about. But when it gets deeper, those are people that I don't really know. So anyway, this is the first issue, but it's so weird because it's so cheap. And I think I looked on Cover Price, and a slabbed version of this, a 9.8, is only like $47 or something like that. This is an excellent copy. This is probably like more closer to like a 9.4 if it's pressed, maybe a 9.6 if it's pressed. I'm not gonna get it slabbed or anything like that. It's not something that I really care about, trying to invest that kind of money into. I'm just happy to have it. I am going to protect it and put it in my box with all my other first appearances, because it's vital to me, because I think in the blurred culture, we care about the first appearance of our black characters. I'm hoping that they eventually make it to the MCU or make it to a bigger spotlight. So the stuff that I picked up this week, real quick, trying to be quick and brief with it, not make this a long video, because I have another video that I want to make after one that's going to be more informative, should I say. But I picked up this Ultimate Spider-Man 14, and I'm gonna tell you, man, this story is absolutely dope. I think people have slept on it. I heard somebody say that they felt like it got boring, but yeah. So up to this point in this story, Harry and Peter have been abducted by the Mole Man, Mysterio, and Craven. So Craven has them down in the Mole Man's territory in this giant underground world, this prehistoric world or whatever. And he's basically playing a game with them. He's hunting them. And he has these collars on them. It's supposed to be like dampening their powers. Y'all know Harry don't got no powers unless he got the suit on. And he just doesn't understand the extent of Peter's powers. So he's also threatening, Craven is who I'm talking about. Craven is threatening their families to say if they don't comply and fight with him, that he's gonna go and he's gonna do something to their families. So they're basically trying to escape from there and deal with Craven and get out of the situation that they're in. On the flip side of it, Peter's son has actually started using the symbiote out uniform, and he's swinging around doing things like he's Spider-Man. He ends up running into a young 16-year-old Black Cat, and his son is 14 and Black Cat is 16, and they meet for the first time, and kind of spark up a friendship after they fight. So anyway, y'all check this out, because like I said, this is a really dope read. I don't know what other people have been seeing as far as like how they're feeling about it, but I don't know. I love it. So y'all check it out. All right. So the next book is purely another cover buy. This is Mr. Terrific on the cover. This is actually Justice League Unlimited. I really don't buy too many DC books, and I like the character, Mr. Terrific. I see that he's going to be in an upcoming movie. I think it's the Superman movie that he's going to be in. I forget the guy that's playing him, but the guy that's playing him is the guy that was in the X-Men movie who wasn't supposed to be able to be killed, end up dying. I forgot the name, so forgive me for that. Like I said, my knowledge on X-Men stuff isn't that deep, or DC stuff. So anyway, I love the cover. Thought this was really dope. I seen a figure, a McFarlane DC figure that was Mr. Terrific that I got my eye on. I'm hoping that I'll be able to acquire it soon. But I thought this cover was dope, so I picked that up. And of course, I've been reading Blade. Brian Hill is still always doing a dynamic job with this. This one, it kind of ends an arc to the story, and it gets ready to lead into something else. But yeah, it's been a good read. This is issue number 5, the Red Band series. Don't know why they call it the Red Band series, because I don't see any more extra violence than anything else that I've seen. So, but it is definitely worth the pick up. It is definitely something that I'm vested in as far as reading each time it comes out. All right, and I've been definitely picking up on this Magic Order. This is series 5, issue 5 by Mark Millar. They usually run like 6 issues until he goes into 6 issues until he goes into the next series. But it's an absolutely great series. It's a great story. As you see, real quick. So I've been catching up on my reading with this. I have like I think these are the ones that I've read so far. Nope, it's right now I am finishing up with the 4th series and then it's about to start the 5th series, which I'm on now. So, yep, that's why I picked this one up too. But it's a good series, and they had said something previously. The people on YouTube who talk about upcoming movies and stuff that it had been optioned, and this was back on series when series 1 came out. They said Magic Order had been optioned, and they made a big hoopla about it, but nothing was ever done. They never actually announced anything, happening with it. I know Mark Millar has been in the talks, again, rumor mill. He's been in talks to do something, but actually what it is, I do not know. So hopefully we'll see, because I think it would make an absolutely dope series on TV. A lot better than some of the other stuff that we've seen so far. The last thing, I picked up another cover of Bronze Faces. This is issue number 1. And if you don't know, I think this is something, this whole story seems like it was based off of the part where in the MCU on the first Black Panther, where Killmonger went to the museum and he was talking about how the Europeans stole the artifacts from Africa or whatever, and they didn't even know what region it was really from. They were guessing, but Killmonger knew. So this is kind of based on something like that, and these people who are trying to recover some of these artifacts for whatever game. I don't know yet. It's just issue 1, but it seems really interesting, and I love the covers. The covers are absolutely dope. I only got 2. I guess, the LCSs are scared to really invest in it. I should have pre-ordered this, but my pre-ordering is not suspended, but my pull box is suspended. So I got to figure out if I can pre-order stuff still from Emerald City, or just holler at my man Sherrick over there at Plant City Comics Cafe, and hopefully he can get them for me. Anyway, why I've been rushing through this whole video, because I didn't want to make it a super long video, but I did want to make it something worthwhile for you guys to see. So if there was anything in the previous stuff that I picked up that you like, you had thoughts about, and you want to talk about, y'all hit me up. And I'm gonna do a live one day. I'm gonna announce it so people that that have the availability, they can come onto the live. They can talk to me through the chat, or they can make guest appearances on the live once I learn how to do all of it, to navigate all of that stuff. Because like I said, I want to communicate with other people. I saw what's this other guy? I was watching this other guy's channel, and he was talking about how that's one of the biggest reasons why he jumped on YouTube, is because he wanted to fellowship and talk with other comic book collectors. And he's found a little community that he kicks it with. I haven't reached out to talk to him yet, but we collect a little bit different. He collects more mainstream. I collect more blurred stuff, blurred stream, I guess you could say, or whatever, stuff that depicts us a little bit more. So, but anyway, it made me think about it, and I'm like, I'm really loving the different communities. Yeah, so like I said, I feel Buddy when he's talking about like wanting to reach out and communicate, and just be a part of the community, be a more active part of the community. A lot of times as collectors, it gets to be where we kind of feel isolated because we're out on our own little solo missions. Unless you're in a place where you just happen to run into other people. Like I really admire the Heroes After Dark, because I think all of them live in the Orlando area, so they all get to come together and they congregate, at a particular shop, and they get to chop it up and just talk comics. And then that's what we see when they make their videos. So that's really dope. I'm gonna go over there. I'm not too far from them. I'm like 2 hours away. So I'm gonna go over one day and I'm gonna chop it up with them. The Comic Hall crew, Super Slabs, I've been on his show. though these are all channels you guys should be checking out. But yeah, it's all about community and fellowship. And not only that, but y'all got to remember that whenever you become friends with people in other places, they look out for you as well when it comes to picking up stuff that you actually want. So I'm gonna talk more about that later at a different time, but y'all check out those other channels. And finally, I'm gonna get into this package. So like I said, on the Comics Hall crew, I think I mentioned to Puff them that I had something coming in. Well, I don't think I told him I had something coming in the mail, but I think that I mentioned that I had made a recent pickup. That's the word I'm looking for, a recent pickup. So yeah, I think I mentioned to Puff them that I made a recent pickup, and they were talking about a particular book, him and Rico them, and I got these books from eBay from a guy in Canada. I think his name is Kirk. I can't really read his writing. I think his name is Kirk, but they were all very underpriced for how they looked online. So as you see, I just opened this packet. I just cut it open. I had to be really careful because it's not in a Gemini mailer. He has a couple pieces of cardboard in the way and just a regular envelope. He has a note that says, "Thank you. Thank you." I don't know if you'll see this channel. I don't think he's somebody that really, I don't think he even know that I have a YouTube channel. But yeah, he used regular tape, which I personally hate. I believe that everybody should be using this painter's tape. When they're doing shipping, it makes things a lot easier. But being super careful, and got all these extra bag and boards, and we have 1, 2, and 3 books. All right, so the books that I ordered are to me, it seems like it's very difficult to find these particular books. I have never seen them in the wild. I got issue number 1 off eBay, paid a nice little penny for it. This is issue 2, 3, and 4, and it's Fast Willie Jackson. So this is issue 2. Issue 3. And issue number 4. So number 4 was the one that looked like it was in the roughest shape. There's a bunch of color breaking creases, some color breaking spine ticks. Take it out the package, and this package looks like it was split, so hope that doesn't have it. I'm gonna repackage them. I'm gonna rebag and board them anyway. So yeah, so the edges are a little rough. Pages are off-white to white. Everything is intact. Staples are intact. Little bit of foxing at the top. So this is the worst one. This was the worst one that from what I could see online. So I'll show you guys so you can judge yourself from what you can see. I'm just happy to have them because I want the whole collection. The whole collection is, especially because my last name is Jackson. But I just want these particular books out of all the books out there. These are some ones that I definitely want in my collection. I've been fiending for them. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got to get 5, 6, and 7. Is the only things that's left out for me to get. I believe it's number 7. That's the one where she's on the beach, where this young lady is on the beach, if you can see, and everybody be wanting that cover. So, cause that's really a dope cover. Yeah, this is number 3, and it is in a lot better condition. It could stand for a clean and press. There's a crease right here, but it's on the back cover, and because it goes through, it's not color breaking because it goes through white. But let's look at the pages. Yeah, I would say my lighting is not as good as it should be to actually be trying to grade it. I need my other light, but looks like these pages are going to be white pages, but they all look beautiful. I mean, everything is intact. So I'll let you guys see that too. This is issue 3. Let you see some interior. Yeah. And on to number 2. Looking at the back cover, there's a little bit of scuffing on the back. A little stain. I don't know how I missed this, but it wouldn't have mattered because I still would have got it, because this actually is something that can get cleaned off. But this is the best one out of all of them. I'm happy because this yellow cover. But somebody wrote number 2 on it, and I don't know how I missed that in the picture. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the picture and see, but that is no thing, because like a experienced cleaner can easily get pencil off like that. But yeah, this is dope, man. I love this. I love this cover. Yep, and we got white pages. And let's see. With older books, I always have to make sure that the staples are intact. The staples haven't been replaced or anything. Yep. So absolutely beautiful. So yeah, so now I have in my collection Fast Willie Jackson issue number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I just got to get 5, 6, and 7, and I'll have a complete run of all Fast Willie Jackson. So that is something that I'm very, very excited about. I'm very happy to have those, and let me hold them up a little bit without trying to do any damage to them. So very, very happy about that pickup. So yeah, so that's what I picked up, man. I didn't go deep into the history of anything like that. I've been really researching a lot of stuff. Watching Rico and that show with the Comic Hall crew made me think about a lot of historical stuff when it comes to comics, especially Black comics, things that we value in the culture that we collect in. And so I've been like in deep thought about a lot of different things, and that's going to be revealed more in upcoming episodes. And I'm going to try to get back to it and shake off all my other stresses and let this be a place where I can come in, and find peace and just talk about something that I really love, because that's what comics has always brought me from a little kid. When I was 7 or 8 years old, I could get my comics and I can go in my room and I can disappear from the rest of the world and just immerse myself into whatever Marvel universe they considered back then and everything like that. So I hope that your comics bring you as much joy as mine do me. That's why I can't be a flipper, because I get stuff and then I'd be like, hey, heck no, I ain't selling that book. I want to keep that for my own PC. So everything you see is mostly PC. So I got like a small stack of comic books that I'm willing to trade or part with. But anyway, I'm rambling. So thank you guys for stopping by. Like I say, I promise you're going to have another video coming soon after this one. And you guys have a great evening and continue to evolve, because that's what I'm trying to do for 2025. Continue to evolve. It's your man Jay, and we out. Peace.